I haven't been on YouTube in a while just because the whole process is frustrating. And it tends to make me anxious and just a little sad. So I just haven't filmed for a while. You know, I said I was going to take a break from that. But I decided to come back on and tell y'all pretty much what I've introduced, what's been happening so far, and just what's going on, just to catch you guys up with, you know, my Tubal reversal update. So, pretty much, I think it was my 4th, 5th, and 6th, or my 5th and 6th cycle trying. I ended up introducing, you guys already know that I tried the Geritol. I ended up doing the pills. I bought the pills instead of the liquid though, because that was just liquid hell that I could not get down. And I was just figured I was going to get it to somebody else because it was just a big waste of my money to get it because it tastes so bad. So I ended up doing the pills, and then I also introduced pre-seed, the 2 Asian teas that everybody's been doing, the Serapeptus, what milligram do I got? I think I got 100,000 milligrams. I can't remember. So I know it's the tea, like I said, the Serapeptus, the pre-seed. I ended up introducing the soft cups to keep the swimmers up there. Let's see, what else have I introduced to try to help aid the process? I believe that's all right now that I've introduced. So back in November, I was getting frustrated because I was like, oh my God, like literally I had only been trying for like 6 months, but I swear it felt like a year. Like the process just takes so freaking long and it's so frustrating. So I was getting to the point where I was like, oh, fuck. Like, we've been trying for so long, I'm ready to try a medicated cycle. So, you know, I did my research on Clomid, the Femera, and everything like that. So I ended up calling my doctor's office, and I scheduled an appointment with my doctor so I can go in. And I pretty much told her from the time I scheduled it, like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a medicated cycle. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing else from y'all, just a medicated cycle. So anyway, time goes on. Like a couple days before my doctor's appointment, they was like, oh, well, we got to reschedule it. So I was already pissed off because, mind you, like when you're going through this process, you expect people to, you know, just like you want to be precise on stuff, you expect people to be dead on. Like, don't make an appointment with me and then tell me that the doctor is not available because whatever bullshit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to me. So anyway, they rescheduled it. That pushed me out even further, which... No, I think I made my appointment in October because they told me that I had to wait like a month or something because it was like all booked out for the OB department, whatever. So then going to November, they rescheduled me again. So I go to that appointment and I go and I talk to the doctor and I told her, like, you know, pretty much the only thing that I'm really here for is because I want to try the Clomid or the Femera. And, you know, she tried to do a breakdown for me or whatever, like, oh, we're not just going to do a medicated cycle. She was like, we have to figure out if everything is in order. So we went over everything, like as far as a semen analysis, what kind of reversal I had, what kind of ligation I had, if I was producing eggs, So I'm like, man, I did all that already. Like, I don't need that. And I'm like, after my surgery was over, the doctor had told me that my stuff was open. And she was like, yes, I understand that or whatever. She was like, but we want to do an HSG test because after the surgery, you can develop scar tissue and it can cause blockage. So I was like, all right. So she was like, well, let's do that first. And she was like, then we'll talk about the Clomid and the Femera, blah, blah, blah. So I told her, like, really, I'm not looking to do that. But she pretty much was like, you don't have no choice or whatever. So I'm like, okay, time go on or whatever. I had told her, like, I was trying to get it done as soon as possible because my green days was approaching and I wanted the medication. I wanted to start a medicated cycle or whatever. And I don't want to have to pass a whole nother cycle because, you know, I'm bullshitting back and forth with the doctor's office, you know. So she was like, well, we can schedule you out for like a week and a half. And I was like, damn, that's kind of cutting it close, you know. But I had just think I had just ended a cycle that I had been testing on, and I was, going into a new cycle. So around the time that she had scheduled me, I was going to be starting flow or whatever. And she was like, well, we're going to do it like day 5 of your period or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So the nurse and stuff, they steady calling me. Everything's good. Everything on board. You know what I'm saying? She scheduled me out for that week and a half. Boom. I get a call back from the clinic like, we got to reschedule you. What the fuck? Oh, it's not going to be no doctor here to perform your surgery. I said, then why in the hell did y'all schedule me on a date that y'all knew that y'all didn't have no doctor? Like, y'all could see it. Anyway, it was just frustrating. And I hate when people like, y'all supposed to be professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it that I'm able to keep all my dates, but y'all can't? And y'all the damn doctor's office. Like, who the hell does that, you know? So, anyway, I'm arguing back and forth, pretty much finna cuss the damn doctor's office out. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Like I said, I don't have a choice. Boom, reschedule it. Go, and I had been arguing with the nurse on the phone. I said, this is some bullshit. Like I'm already impatient with this whole process. This is not something I want to do. I just wanted to get a medicated cycle. And she was like, I understand. And she said she's not comfortable without giving you the medication without the test. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. So they scheduled me for like another 2-3 weeks out or whatever. So I had already knew in my motherfucking head, like, okay, I'm not finna have a medicated cycle for this cycle because they BSing me. So I had the test done. My right side, which is the side that I got more tube on, like 5.5, spilling all the way out. My left side, it was like barely anything. So they ended up saying that my left side was closed and my right side, was fine or whatever. So the nurse, she pulled me to the side and she was like, don't lose hope. Hold on, let me make sure I'm still recording. Yeah. She was like, so don't lose hope or whatever on your left side. She was like, because they wanted to be like a certain amount of open to consider it as open. And she was like, I could see a hairline, drip or whatever. She was like, so don't give up on your left too. Which I had told her or whatever, like I already been, doing natural remedies to unclog anything if there was anything anyway. So it's cool. I was just happy to hear that I wasn't 100% clogged. Boom. All right. Like the nurse had told me, they had told me I wouldn't have to come back into the doctor's office or nothing. They'd just be able to, send my prescription over to the pharmacy. Time goes on. I called the doctor's office like, damn, why my prescription ain't been sent over yet? Now she talk about she ain't comfortable with putting me on a medicated cycle because I never ever had problems with infertility. Bitch, why the fuck you just ain't say that in the beginning instead of having me do all this extra motherfucking shit just so y'all can motherfucking build my medical? Like, why are y'all doing that? To me, that just sounds dumb as hell. So I'm mad because the whole time I feel like I got because I told you what I was here for. I kept it plain and clear, simple, to the motherfucking point, and you bullshitted me the whole motherfucking time telling me that I was going to get my happy ending, and I didn't. That's not what I had. So now I'm just frustrated, still just doing the same things that I'm doing or whatever, and trying to stay positive. But as y'all can see, the attitude is real. So, yeah. That's just my update for right now. I just thought that I would come back to y'all. I really wanted to know though, like for you ladies out there, like how long do you really, is there a time frame that they make you wait before? Like how long do I gotta wait to be considered as infertile? What type of shit is that? Like, well, you ain't giving me no date. You ain't nothing. You just gave me like a no, even though you were saying yes the whole time, but now it's a no. Like, y'all tell me how long did it take for y'all doctor to get y'all Clomid or Femera or whatever the hell it is that y'all tried? Cause right now, I'm going through it, and it's really pissing me off. But I'm trying to stay positive. But, man, the negative is pouring out just like the right tube. I'll tell y'all that. So, anyway, that's my update. And I hope everybody, is having better luck than I am right now. And I hope for success somewhere in the near future for myself as well as others. And I guess that's all I really have to say right now. Be blessed.